Hi guys, welcome. All right, let me see if I can find it here. I put together this new thing for Avery, and she really loves it. When I first put her in, like she was like jumping up and down like crazy. Yeah, you like to jump up and down, guys? There you go, you got it. Okay, Coco, love reading for me and Kay. You got some spontaneity coming in. Something out of the blue may come in and change the whole thing. There's also some adventure. So spontaneity and adventure comes in. It looks like moving forward, things could get a little exciting. Benita, what is Christopher thinking about me currently? Is he curious as to what I've been up to? Yes, and he's been thinking about you a lot lately. Yeah. Anna, how is he feeling? Is he mad at me? Okay. He's not mad at you. He thinks that you are attractive, determined, loyal, kind. Sometimes he comes up a little undecided, but no, I don't think he's mad at you. Liz, messages from the angels. There was a very cool guy that just went by in a loud car. Okay, the Eight of Earth. Skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic. Going back to school. Ten of Fire. Too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress-related health concerns. The Awakening, Archangel Gabriel. Look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. Sister Moon, how's he feeling lately? He's feeling a little bit more balanced these days, a little bit less concerned with money, a little bit more connected to his intuition. The devil is here. I don't know if he struggles with some type of an addiction, or there's something around him, some habit that he has around him that's just not so great for him, that he participates in. Maybe he may be doing that a lot. And he's got some arguments happening around him. Yeah, arguments come up around him. Mimi, I feel an energy shift between me and JDJ. What is it? Things can be moving forward. The Hangman in reverse is like no longer being stuck. So a shift in energy, maybe the things are starting to move forward. And whatever the situation it is, it would be a big change coming up. Kira, how does Leroy feel about me after what happened? Feels a little slow and stuck. Like this is like slow and steady wins the race. I don't know what happened, but it's showing that he feels a little bit of regret around the situation. A little bit like he's holding himself back. The sword cuts both ways. So it's like cutting through the bullshit and laying down the law. He feels like somebody was stabbed in the back. So I don't know if somebody stabbed you in the back or you stabbed somebody in the back or somebody was hurt here. But he still feels like the sun would be positive towards you. So happiness. If there were sides to be taken, he would be on your side. He would be in your court. He feels that you're kind, you're well balanced. You're a little bit... sometimes you do things without thinking, like leaping before looking. Fool is in reverse, which would indicate doing something that you can't take back. So he may feel like you kind of acted out of haste. Or if you would have waited and counted to 10, maybe you wouldn't have reacted that way. There's some kind of haste around. When the Fool is in reverse, it's like something that you can't undo. And he may feel like a little bit of regret around that. TD. Does the Aries regret unfollowing me at all? I'm only getting a 33% chance. It just may not be something that he really puts much thought into. He just may not, be that... It might not be that big of a deal to him. Like he may not put that much energy into it. Shar, who's coming back into my life? There's a Virgo coming back. There's a Virgo coming back that there was a lot of stress around, either between you and the Virgo or they've just had a hard time. So someone who was suffered from a betrayal, anxiety, and a lot of arguments. After a brief period of rest and relaxation or a time where you haven't heard from them, a Virgo enters. Elizabeth, will I buy a house this year or just move? I don't think you're going to buy a house this year. I think it's coming, but I don't know that it's going to be this year because it's only 33% chance, and you have the 10 of Pentacles here, which could indicate a large sum of money. So I don't know if you're saving the money or you want to put a bigger down payment down. I'm not sure that you're going to buy the house this year. It may not happen until next year. I think that there is a move, though. Shar, why didn't I get hired at the apartment near uni? Why didn't I get hired at the apartment near uni? Are you sure that you're definitely not going to get hired? Because this reading is a little bit like, there's a couple of things here. So it's like the Judgment card would indicate that it was something that was meant to be and that you would be getting hired. The Nine of Cups would be that your wish comes true. So if it was something that you really wanted, I would think that you were going to get it. The only thing here that maybe, and then there's also perseverance, like you're going to get it, you know. The only thing that I would say, it also shows here that you don't hold yourself back. So you presented yourself in a way where they saw what you were worth. The only thing that questions me, the only question I have is that the moon is in reverse, and so is the Three of Pentacles, which might indicate that there was a secret or something that they found out about you. Something got revealed that made them feel like you weren't going to be a stable enough employee. But these cards here would suggest that you did get the job or that you will get the job. So I'm not, if you know 100% that you're definitely not getting the job, then it would be that they found out some kind of secret that made them think that you weren't going to be stable enough. But if you're still not sure, it looks like there's a possibility that you could get the job. You want to get out? All right, let's take you out. You want to sit here on the big girl seat? And the big queen's throne? Or you want to stay in? You want to stay in? Stay in for a second. Josette texted Dre, being the bigger person, how did he feel? He felt good. He felt good. There was a connection. He felt like you were taking charge. He's still sort of contemplating things and thinking about things, but he does feel like at some point things could either transform or there could be more to come. So I think it was good. I think he feels good. You want to come out? Come here. Come on, baby. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, there you go. All right. Yeah. Kira, what actions will he take towards me? I think he's going to show up where he's going to want to talk. It could be air communication, but I think he's going to want to talk in person. I don't know if he shows up or he calls you and he wants to talk in person. And I think that happens soon, like maybe tomorrow. Shar, is Lee returning to me? Many private and public companies who are stepping up and developing their own environments so can have increased access to them. For the past couple of months, you have been a very calming, reassuring voice from the medical community, helping people understand some of the specifics of this. Concern, but not letting people be scared to death. I'm wondering, at this point, 70% chance, yes, he's returning. Temperance, you may need to have patience with the situation. Choco, why did Ramon stay for a long time on the phone telling me sweet things after I told him I don't want to fight anymore? He doesn't want to fight anymore either. He's not holding himself back. He doesn't want to fight either. It looks like he wants things to move forward. Chariot, forward movement. And he's kind of tired of fighting. I think that he wants to, I think he wants peace. I think he knows he's screwed up before in the past, and he maybe screwed up a lot, but I don't think that he wants to revisit it or keep talking about it or fighting over it. I mean, you can keep fighting over the past, isn't going to change it, but I think that he really wants to, like, clear the air and focus on getting back on track for the future. What? You want to go on your belly? I don't think you know what you want. You don't know what you want. You want to go on your belly? Brianna, general. You got love coming in here. you got some love cup is full, and that comes with it balance and then appreciation. Now the Six of Pentacles is usually appreciation around a job, feeling prepared, connect with your intuition, because you're going to be put at the right place at the right time. Things start to fall into place nice and easy for you moving forward. Hey, quiet. Quiet. Daniela, something important that I should know for May. Okay. Something important I should know for May. Look out for an argument. Yeah, an argument where there may be a betrayal that leads to some kind of heartache. It could have to do with a fire sign, a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. It might be a Leo. And it could be over. The devil would be something. It's usually some type of an addiction, or it's some kind of earthly pleasure that's not good for us, but that feels good. So it could be overindulging in anything. So you may have an argument with a fire sign because of their behavior. I don't think the devil's around you. I think the devil is around the fire sign. And that may be what the argument is about. Amy, how does Noah the Pisces feel after I recently had a talk with him about how I've been feeling lately? Feels a little bit like justice is not on his side. Like, not that he was treated unfairly, but he feels a little bit burdened down. Yeah, justice in reverse is like bad karma. He feels the weight of the world is on his shoulders. He's feeling a little bit unstable. He's thinking about it right now. Like it's something that's weighing on his mind. You all right? What's going on? Hey, what's happening? What's happening, miss? What's happening? You want to sit in your chair over here? Look out the window at the moon? No, you don't want to sit there. Hold on, I'll prop you up. I'll prop you up. Hold on. I know you don't like to lay down. I know. All right. How about like that? Not happy? Yeah, you're happy like that. As long as you're not laying down, right? New chapter. What's the energy between George and Catherine? You're not happy. All right, I'll take you out. I'll take you out. Gotcha. I don't know what you want. You want more food? You need more food? I'll go get you more food. Oh my goodness. I don't remember if you finished that last bottle. No, you didn't finish it. Maybe that's why. Maybe you're hungry. Maybe you're hungry, huh? Look at that face. All right. Relax. All right, there you go. That's it. You got it. Hold it. Good girl. All right, the energy between George and Catherine. It's unstable. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Unstable, ungrounded. Unstable, ungrounded. It could be not like fights where they're arguing with one another, but fights like they're kind of ignoring one another. It's not good. It's stagnant. Josette, will Dre text me back? And if so, is it sweet or not good? Okay. All right. Stop. Stop. I think that he texts you back, but not right away. And when he does, he's kind of dry and even keeled. I don't think it's either. I think he's kind of like right in the middle of the road. Adriana, how much time am I going to stay at this company? Well, it could be a couple of things. You could stay there until the fall, or you could be there until, well, there may be a job change coming up in the fall. If you don't take it, you could be there for quite some time, like a couple of more years. Adriana, what's coming to me? We got a couple of nice things coming in. So you have love coming in, but you also have a new business opportunity coming in. The Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Love comes in, and so does a new business opportunity. Your intuition is getting stronger. You have happiness around you with the sun, and you have cause for celebration. And then all of a sudden, your life feels like it's just everything is fallen into balance, which is really good. So it's like all of a sudden everything seems to be working together nicely. Kira, messages from my guardian angels. Guardian angels. My favorite, Archangel Raphael, the lovers. Intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions, good health. Nine of Earth, enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. Ego, Archangel Jophiel, a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. So watch out for the negative thoughts. But you have Jophiel and you have Raphael around you. Raphael's my favorite. Adriana, when am I going to meet this new person? It could be, it's possible sometime in May. If it doesn't happen in the month of May, it would be sometime this summer. Phantom, may have general reading. You're about to embark on a personal transformation. Finally feeling like you put a lot of hard work in and you're starting to see a payoff. Six of Swords can mean a couple of things depending on where you are in your life right now. It could be travel across water. It could be moving your home. It could also be moving across water. Or it could be leaving things in the past that don't work for you and moving on to greener pastures. So that's up to you how that plays out. That may be the way it plays out because it looks like you have the sword here, Ace of Swords, cuts both ways. So laying down the law, not taking any more bullshit, not allowing people to, you know, like, nobody's going to bullshit you because you're like, nope, not true, not taking it. Setting up boundaries. So maybe that you're kind of like getting to a point with the transformation where you're like, you know what, I'm not dealing with people and places and things that aren't working for me. And you may be saying goodbye to some of that shit or backing away from it. Brianna, who is coming? Who is this love coming in? Could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. It would be someone who's got a lot of like an exuberant personality, somebody with a love of adventure, somebody that wants to have a good time, that kind of a person. And the relationship can move forward pretty quickly. New chapter. What's George's energy towards me? What's the matter? You want more? Do you want more? Yeah? Okay. We got it right here. Yes? All right. He's been thinking about things a lot. He comes in around you a little bit more loving. You've got the Knight of Cups. And slow and steady wins the race. So you also have the Knight of Pentacles. But his energy towards you is a little bit more loving today. TD. Scorpio is asking to see me soon. Will we be okay because of the virus? I haven't seen him in like, I haven't been out in like forever. I am so, I'm like on the fence with this freaking virus. I really am. Let me see. Will we be okay because of the virus? I think that you're going to be okay. I got 3 aces. I mean, I haven't been out either. I went out last Saturday. I went to ShopRite because I got a phone call saying that they had toilet paper. And if you need toilet paper, you better come now. Can you imagine? And now before that, I hadn't been out in a week, where I only went over to my brother's house for something. I don't remember what. I mean, I have basically not really left, like my car hasn't left my house more than once a week. I don't even think, maybe 3 times this month. I can't even tell you. I mean, we've gone out for walks. We've done that. I've left on my feet, but we haven't gone anywhere either. I don't know, this virus. And they only let a certain amount of people into the grocery store, so you have to wait outside, like with your face mask and everything. But then when you get in the store, everyone's on top of you. I mean, like, I don't know. I guess they're trying the best they can. But, like, you can't keep people from congregating in this ice cream aisle. I had to get out of there. I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here because first of all, I don't like people being around me to begin with. Like, I don't like to be crowded like that. And ShopRite is always crowded. Always. Always. That's why I'd rather go to Stop and Shop. Stop and Shop doesn't have toilet paper. Adriana, any messages from Abdil? Let's ask spirit messages. Spirit messages from Abdil. The 10 of Fire. Too much work, accept help from others. Life falls out of balance. Stress-related health concerns. The King of Water. Trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice. Charity work. 10 of Earth. A very happy family life, financial security. Finding magic in the little things. I like the spirit cards. I like them. Kylie, why isn't B speaking to me right now? B feels betrayed about something. This is the betrayal card. It doesn't have to be a huge betrayal, but it's a little bit of a betrayal. Use your intuition. They're going to get over it. You guys will get past it with the 3 of Cups. But it's like they feel a little bit betrayed about something. Josette, should I lay off texting him if he's dry responding? All right, let's ask the cards. But my opinion always is, like, if you're always texting the person first, or if you send them 3 text messages for every one you get back, or you feel like their messages are a little bit cold, I would always pull my attention back. Like, I always, the more you pull your energy and your attention away from this person, the more they're going to notice it. If the person, like, reciprocates, and you know, like, you don't, like, I don't care who texts first. But if you feel like you're always the one that texts first, and you're always the one that sends more, and your responses are getting very short, then I would pull your energy back. Let's see what the cards say. Yes. Yes, if he is dry, too much. You know, sometimes somebody's busy. You know, like, you know, we happen to feel like when we text somebody, like they're standing there with the phone in their hand, and that may not be always true. You know, if you're online at the grocery store, you could be holding a conversation with somebody, but then when you get up to pay and you have to bag your stuff, like, you may be like, yeah, okay, and then go do what you got to do. Like, we don't always know where everybody is the moment that we're texting them. So sometimes people are short because they're in the middle of something. Kira, what is Leroy's plan on saying to me when he comes to see me? All right, I can't give you an exact conversation. But I can give you the topic. He's going to want to talk about the relationship. And just like stability of it, the grounding of it. He's going to want to talk about the relationship. I don't know what happened between the two of you, but it looks like he wants to discuss it because the sun is in reverse, which is like a delay when it comes to happiness. It's just a delay. It doesn't mean that you don't get it, but it means like he wants to make sure that you both are on the same page. Kara, general love for 2020. Well, you got it's kind of up and down. So 6 of Wands in reverse would be like feeling unsuccessful when it comes to love, but then you have good luck, so you're able to change that. And then you feel like you have a wish in reverse, which means there's a delay to the wish. But then divine guidance comes in and fixes that. But then moving past that, you start to have anxiety around your situation. But then maybe because of money may get easier with the 10 of Pentacles. And that may be a reason why the anxiety lets up. And then it looks like somebody from your past may be coming back. And there may be a new business opportunity before the end of the year. The person from the past doesn't have to be an ex-lover. People always think that, but it doesn't have to be. New chapter. What can I expect next from George? Slow and steady wins the race. There's going to be something here that feels like it's divinely guided or guided by the divine. Maybe you may be at the right place at the right time, or things may just fall into place easy coming up. It feels like he comes forward a little bit more in the next couple of weeks than he has in a while. Adriana, will I be able to choose wisely in love? Yes, I think you will. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. T. Yvette, will there be a solid commitment in love this year? You've got a 33% chance, which means it just might be that it's coming in at the end of the year. Because sometimes the way the timing goes, it's only 33% chance now because we're only in the month of April. But it may go up as the year goes on because it may be coming in by the end of the year. Adriana, is the new person going to show interest first? Yes. I can't get Instacart. Every time I try to do it, they tell me that they're booked. Every store. Wegmans, ShopRite, Peapod, everything. Target. Pain in the ass. Adriana, any big thing for me next year? I think it's your love relationship that's the big news next year. I think that's the big thing for next year. I mean, it may be happening before next year, but things can move to the next level, or it could become more serious. Miss Anna, what Jay wants to happen between us more than anything? He wants to work on the relationship. That's what he wants. Eight of Pentacles, to put in work on the relationship, rebuild it from the ground up. Daniela, love for the rest of 2020. Okay, if you're not with anyone right now, you've got an Aries coming in. The person comes in with a serious interest, and you guys have like an instant connection which can move forward very quickly. But you may be a little bit undecided only because there's a water sign around you too, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. So you may not be sure who you want to be with when this Aries shows up. But I think that you wind up with the Aries. The Aries comes in very strong. Now, if you're already with somebody, it would be your current relationship would be moving forward towards a more solid place. Then the water sign wouldn't be a water sign, it would be an emotional connection. And the Emperor would be, instead of an Aries, would be somebody around you who is strong and taking charge. So the other person would be more in charge. Or even could be older than you. Miss Anna, have his mind and heart open to love me right and when. He's really thinking more along the lines of that he's got to be fixing things. Like, he's not really thinking like that he's got to open himself up to love. He feels like he's got to fix what he's destroyed. Kira, general for the week ahead. Feeling prepared to take on whatever comes your way. You have a wish that comes true. You have a lot of passion around you. You also have an heightened intuition this week. There also may be an argument or a fight around you, and there also may be a reconnection with the Two of Cups with your love life. Just look out for a little bit of an argument or disagreement. Kylie, can you tell me a little bit more why B feels betrayed? Okay, I don't know who B is in relation to you, like whether it's a friend relationship or a love relationship, but this is what the cards show. That there may have been a secret that was revealed that made the relationship between you and B be a little bit upside down and ungrounded. Feeling like they had no control over the situation. Maybe they were kind of blindsided. Emperor's in reverse, which would be feeling like they're out of control or they wanted to be in control and they just couldn't manage it. Feeling like something was pulled over, like something with, like somebody pulled the wool over their eyes, and now they feel like the love cup is upside down. So whatever this person is to you in relation, it would be that they feel like something happened that happened underneath their nose, that they didn't see it coming, and they found out about it from someone, and they felt ungrounded, unnerved, and it has to do with a secret that could have been revealed. Like something that maybe, who knows? People can be very sensitive. Who knows if some kind of a secret was let out of the bag that nobody else thinks it's a big deal, but this person does. Josette, should I stop trying to fight to get him back? Well, the more that you chase somebody, the further they run. It's like psychology. It always works like that. the best way to get someone back is to leave them alone. Because nobody responds to, here I am, look at how good I am to you. It's just people don't appreciate. Nobody appreciates anything until they don't have it anymore. So the better you treat him, the less he's going to appreciate you. That's just how we are as humans. You know, everybody wants what they can't have. Everybody wants to be chased, but then when they're getting chased, they run away from it. Like, it's human nature. It's how it is. So the best thing to do is, if, you know, it's different if somebody's reciprocating, then it's okay. You know, if you text him, hey, what's up? And he responds and you carry on a conversation, that's fine. But if you send him, hey, what's up? And then 5 hours later he responds, and then he's very short with you, I would stop, because the more energy you're putting into something that's not giving you back what you want, the more it's going to push him away. That's just the way, like, the energy works, like with like resistance. It's like as soon as you're into somebody else, he'll show up, because that's just how it works, which is a real pain in the ass that it's got to work that way, but that's how it works. And especially if you guys broke up, I don't know who broke up with who, but it's like, it makes it even worse, because it's like, okay, we're not together anymore, but now you keep texting me, and that person needs time to miss you. Like, people will always ask me, well, does he miss me? Does he miss me? Does he miss me? Well, not if you're texting him every day, he doesn't miss you. And not if he just saw you yesterday. No, then he doesn't miss you, because it takes time. You don't miss someone that you just saw yesterday. People ask that question all the time. Well, does he miss me? No, you just saw him yesterday. Like, you need to give it some space. But the fine line is that if he's responding to you and the conversation is going back and forth, and you're hanging out or you're making plans to get together, that's fine. It's just if somebody is not reciprocating. And I think a lot of times people fall into that. You know, like, they'll text and text and text until they get a reply. And then they get a reply, and then they keep texting, and it's like it's all one-sided. It falls out of balance. And all the energy is on you and none is on him, and it pushes him further away. So take it, you know, see what happens when he responds back to you, and then take it from there. If you don't hear from him, I wouldn't send another text. Not now. Maybe in a few days from now, maybe sometime next week, but I wouldn't send one immediately, because it's too much. It pushes too much. I would, pull your energy back. Adriana, I'm happy that you're able to connect with me. Oh, thank you. When I asked you about my message from Abdul, how'd you know I needed spiritual messages? He's my guardian angel. Well, I didn't know, but because you asked for messages, I just figured, you know, usually I figured it was someone that wasn't in the physical realm. So I always go to the spirit cards for that reason. But good, I'm glad. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm glad that you get something out of it. Excellent, thank you. And thanks for tuning in every night. Rosie, what do my spirit guides want me to know? Spirit guides. I like the spirit cards. Release, Archangel Azrael. The end of a phase or a situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. The Two of Fire. You've come into your own, new partnerships, new contracts. Continue to move forward. 10 of Fire. Too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance, stress-related health concerns. That stress-related health concerns has come up for a lot of people tonight so far, a couple of times. And I really shuffle those cards good. So everybody watch out for stress-related health concerns. Nicole, do you see a blockage placed on me and Jeff? Someone implied there was magic blocking him. All right, if there is magic, the best way to cleanse that, white candles. White candles, I prefer black candles. Sometimes it's hard to find them. Like you can find them at Yankee Candle, but they're expensive. Sometimes craft store will have them. And you can also just use salt water. You know, like you can, I always bathe with salt. Removes negativity. Let's see, is there magic placed on him? I only get a 33% chance, but like I said, if you feel, for anyone that feels like somebody could have done some kind of black magic or somebody could be wishing or the evil eye or any of that stuff, the best thing to do to light black candles or white candles, bathe with salt, sage the house, make sure that you open a window or you crack it just enough that you can let whatever it is out. Florida water is great and it's inexpensive. What else can you do? Oh, you can burn bay leaves. They're also cheap, and to cleanse the energy and remove that. And you can also like just before you go to sleep at night, just imagine yourself like in a white light. Like nothing can penetrate the white light, because you're just as powerful as anybody else. Nobody else has more power than you. So you can protect yourself and you can protect others the same way. You just have to remember to do it. Sometimes we forget these things. Miss Anna, does he want to fix the trust he lost? What he kept from me? Does he want to fix the trust that he lost? What? Yes, he does. 70% chance he does. Kira, what's next between Leroy and I? It looks like there may be a tower moment or an argument, because you got arguments around, but then that moves into the past and you guys are working slow and steady wins the race. You have a lot of strength around you, so keep that in mind. And there's success around this relationship if you guys put the effort in. I think he wants to get things on solid ground before you move in. I think he wants to be confident that you guys are not going to be fighting and that it's going to move in the right direction. So I think that he's going to be spending time on trying to work on the relationship, you know, over the next couple of weeks. Warda. After I find out Ann Denham's cheating, what does he think or feel? So you found out for sure, you just don't suspect it. Black candles, I think, are the best. I really do. But people always feel like it's black magic. It's not. It's not. It's just that black absorbs negativity and rids negativity. You know, just like black, I prefer black obsidian. Black tourmaline, any of those stones are really great to wear. They absorb negativity, so you just have to make sure that you cleanse them frequently. He feels bad. He feels like a shithead. It's going to be slow and steady wins the race if you decide to keep him around, because he feels like He feels bad. He should feel bad. He feels like he had choices. He feels like he made poor decisions. I think he's going to want to fix things with you with the Lover's card. Um, yeah, well, it's up to you. My theory with cheating, and not that I condone it or I think that it's right, but sometimes somebody has a weak moment, or it feels really good for their ego, or they're at a really low point and they make a mistake. Mistake, could it be forgivable? It's a big mistake. Okay. But an affair that lasts years, that's a different story. That's like, then you really got to question that. It happened once, you know, that may be different. But someone that's been around the picture for the last 3 years, Rosie, how does Jay, the Pisces, feel towards me? Not sure if he's mad or just in his own zone. He's been taking longer to watch my Snapchat stories. See, it bothers me that people put so much emphasis on social media, because just because he's not watching, I don't use that, so I don't know what it is. But our relationship should not be based around social media. Social media destroys relationships. So it makes me nervous that so many people ask questions about social media, because social media is smoke and mirrors, and it feeds people's egos, which is really bad. A serious ego in a relationship is dangerous. I get a 70% chance that he's mad. But it looks like he's out of balance. 2 of Pentacles in reverse means he's out of balance. So he could be in his own zone. I would just be very careful with the social media stuff, because somebody that's in a bad mood gets on social media and sees something and interprets it in a certain way. Like I get so much crap about social media. Did he see the picture? What did he think? Sometimes people look at pictures and they don't think anything. They just look at see the picture. There's way too much focus on what people see and how people feel over a picture. And to me, like, we're getting into a place where we're no longer having a relationship with the person that's with us. We're having a facade that's on the internet, and it's dangerous, and it's ego. That is coming from a very strong place of ego, if you're interested in whether or not people are looking at your pictures. And when your ego, right, gets really big, you're in danger, because you're coming from a place of fear, not from a place of love. So that's why I really think that the devil is behind all of this social media, because it's all ego. I mean, and it's stupid ego. It's like, my brother will make pork chops and he'll be like, how many likes did I get? Like, really? Like, really? He's like, oh, I got 3 likes. And I'm like, who cares? Who liked your pork chops? But it feeds the ego. And when the ego, you have fear and ego, and you have love. So where do you want to work from? You want to work from fear and ego. You're going to get hurt. You're going to have issues. You can get hurt when you're coming from a loving place too. But if you're living from the ego, you're destined, because there's always going to be somebody's pictures that are better than yours. Always. There's always someone better. There's always going to be somebody worse. But you'll never be able to live up to your ego, because the ego is just the driving force behind fear. So be careful with the social media stuff. Miss Anna, what was the energy when you did the love candles for me? No, I can tell you now. Everything that I did that week, right? I did a bunch of them for people. They all went really well. Every one of them. When I do them, I prefer I prefer jar candles that come in the little glass, but I'll use whatever candles I can get my hands on. If things go really bad, and I've had them go really bad before, I usually offer to do them again and I'll just do them myself. Like, we'll just try it again. But I usually don't suggest repeating it. You know, like if you really wanted me to do it again, we could do it again. But usually, like, I mean, I've had jars crack, I've had flames shoot up, I had one candle recently where the entire jar was black. Yours was fine. Everything that I did that week, everything went really well. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes, I've seen crap happen. I lit a candle once. It was a healing spell I did for someone. And I'm not even kidding. The flame shot up. It was when I was doing the work out here, when this was the dining room. Flame shot up. The glass cracked. And I was like, okay. All right, not ready for healing. We'll try it at another time. But no, yours was fine. They were all fine that week. Actually, I haven't had one go south in a while. They've all been pretty good. I really feel like the energies are just changing in general. We're moving into a better, like, we're moving into a more positive place where people are going to start to see positive changes if they've put positive out into the universe, and if they're coming from an authentic place. If you're authentic, you've got nothing to hide from. But if you're hiding behind a mask, and you know then you're going to be exposed for who you are. Not you, but all of us. And we all there's a degree where we all put on a mask to go and deal with the world. Everybody does. But some people are like, they're phony and their intentions aren't pure. And those people that are like cunning and deceptive and manipulating, those people I think are going to start to get exposed for who they are. And it started to happen to me in my life, even with like some of my friends. And I'm like, how did I just not see this? Like, how did I not see this? It's like now people have really started to show their true colors. So I think with that kind of energy, any kind of prayers or spell work and stuff like that is going to be more positive if it's for something that's positive. Not like, I'm trying to manipulate somebody into something, and I'm trying to, be deceitful and deceptive. He knows how you feel. You know how you feel, and you guys work together. It's not like you're trying to, like, destroy his life or manipulate him. That I don't think it would be a good time to do it ever. But right now, I think that good energy and good wishes and that kind of stuff it's working. I think it's working. I think we're moving into a place where finally good's gonna overpower evil. Hopefully. Well, this is a really quick spell that you can do with bay leaves. I have it on my channel, like from way back when I first started the channel. Bay leaf spells, very easy. You take a bay leaf, you write your wish on it, and you light it on fire. That's it. I just feel like it's better when the whole thing burns down and you don't have to relight it. But if you have to relight it, you have to relight it. Once it's out, you take the ashes of it and you put it underneath your front door. Simple. And you can do it for anything that you want. Yeah, bay leaves. I think the last time I ordered them on Amazon, I got a big thing like this. It was like $9. Adriana, are they satisfied with my work? Yes. I think they're pretty much impressed with you overall. Adriana, was Carlos ever in love with me? Yeah, I think he was. I think he was. Word girl. Should I talk to Dara about leaving Sabrina? Yeah, I think that it would be okay for you to do that. Kira, do Leroy still want to be with me and live with me? Yes, he does. Adriana, who is right on being angry, him or me? I'm going to say 80% you, 20% him, because nobody's 100% wrong and nobody's 100% right. But I think that you're more in the right by far than he is. Daniela, what do my spirit guides want me to know? Spirit guides. Ten of fire, too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance, stress-related health concerns. Four of fire, contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, a successful completion to the project. The Queen of Earth, make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach, deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Adriana, is he spying on me? Any hint how? Okay, let's see. I don't think he's a crazy stalker, but I think that he would be driving past could he drive past your house? I think it looks like he does it in person, not like he's trying to cyber stalk. I think he may even be trying to like bump into you. That might happen. You know, he may put himself in some area that he thinks that you're going to be in. He seems more of like the foot stalker, like he comes in person. Kira, am I romanticizing D. John? Could we have something? You could. I mean, I don't know if you guys were once together in the past, but it looks like there could be a reconnection, and it could be serene, patient, peaceful, and there could be a lot of happiness. It's something to think about. You know, I mean, there's so many different roads that you can take. Something to think about. Adriana, is the new job offer thanks to the mentoring program? Oh, that's a good question. Let's see. %70 chance, yes. It may also have to do with a fire sign. I don't know if your new mentor is a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, but there may be a fire sign around you that is like pushing for you. Adriana, if Carlos was in love, why did he deny it? Well, he's got the Ace of Swords here, which means the sword cuts both ways. On one hand, he felt that there was a lot of happiness around the two of you. On the other hand, he felt like it was just something that either wasn't meant to be or the timing just wasn't there. Page of Swords. He could come in out of the blue. This could be running into him. Yeah. Or you could hear from him. He could pick up the phone and call, but it's like out of the blue when you least expect it, that kind of a thing. And I know people always say that, oh, it's when you least expect it, but sometimes, like the way it happens, like I remember one time I was waiting to hear from somebody. Like I was in this situation where I was like, am I ever going to hear from him again? And of course everybody was like, yeah, of course you're going to hear from him again. Yeah, oh, he's going to call, he's going to call. And it was a really long time. And I remember one day I walked up the stairs to my house and I got into my bedroom and I took my phone and I threw it on my bed and I went to do whatever. And I wasn't thinking about him. I wasn't thinking about anything. Like I was really detached from the moment. And I picked up the phone and there was the message. So it's that kind of a thing. It's like when you're really not thinking about it, that's when it happens. Word girl, will Dara listen to me? And does he think that I actually care for him, and will he stay friends with me? He knows that you care for him, and he will stay friends with you. But I would express your feelings, but I wouldn't push too hard, because I think that everything that you're going to say, he's going to know is already true. And I think if you push too hard, he could go in the opposite direction. I think if you just kind of mention it and you're very light about it and you don't go in too deep, I think he's going to agree with you. He does think that you care for him, and I think you are going to stay friends. But that's why I say don't go overboard. Just try to be like middle of the road about it. Adriana, is Gil regretting anything regarding me? It doesn't show regret right now, but it shows that he does a lot of thinking. Like he thinks about it. He wonders about it. I don't know if regret would be the right word, but it's kind of like he thinks about what could be different. How could things change? Is there anything that he could have done differently? Or I don't know. He's another one that you may hear from. He could show up at some point. He spends a lot of time thinking about it. Not that he stays up at night and he can't sleep, but it's like you run through his mind several times a day and he thinks about the situation. It doesn't show regret just yet, but it shows enough thought that it could be coming. He could be playing with this for a while. He can't let it go. Word girl. Who stole my paycheck? Dara and Sabrina, or Usman and Saba, or both? Oh my God, that's terrible. All right, let's see. Who stole my paycheck? Was it Dara and Sabrina? All right, I get 70% them. Was it Usman and Saba? They did, and it's so unfortunate that they just spread this information live. But people, this is really dangerous, because when you think about this, Laura, and even though it seems funny on its face, I get 70% chance it was them and that they had a choice. So my thoughts are, if you know for sure that your paycheck was stolen, it would be Dara and Sabrina. And Usman and Saba were probably part of it. Like they had a choice. They could have walked away, but they didn't. I think it was the first two, it was their idea. The second two went along with it. That's terrible. That is really terrible. If they stole your paycheck and you didn't get, if they kept the money, not right. Word girl, was my work boss involved with Dara and Usman regarding my money? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know what's going on here, but this is messed up. Word girl, does Saba have kids that are already born? I only get a 33% chance. I'm not convinced. Although there is worry around her, if it's some kind of a secret. There's worry. If she's got them hidden as some kind of a secret, it's possible, but I'm not convinced that she does. Darlene. What's next for me and Kevin? Do we have a future together? Next, it looks like you got some communication coming in, but he's feeling very undecided right now as to where this situation is going. There is a chance at a future. It's going to take some work. Things could move forward quickly at some point, but right now he's not really on board. I don't know what's going on with him. It looks like communication is the next step, or communication comes in next. I don't know if you've been speaking to him regularly, but it looks like he's got some decisions to make. The decisions are around him, not around you. Word girl. Will me and Sabrina be stronger friends once this whole thing is over? And how does she feel about me currently? Okay. 70% chance you will be stronger friends once this is over. She feels that you're kind, you're forgiving, you're smart, you're well-balanced, compassionate, that you make a really great friend. Because the Lover's card, if we're applying it to a friendship, would be a good friend, solid ground, somebody that you would value. Thinks that you have choices around you, thinks that you have a lot of potential for the future, and that you're always well prepared and persevering. Word girl, will I get my paychecks back? I hope so. I mean, I don't think somebody can take your paycheck and cash it. You know, like that's illegal. You can't do that. I mean, I think the company can stop payment on the check. I mean, they could definitely find out who took the, like, who cashed the check. I think you're going to get them back. Kira, Would I be happier with Dijon or Leroy? Ah, happiness comes from within. You can't look to somebody else to make you happy. They will never succeed. They're never going to succeed. You're going to come to a crossroads at some point where you may have to make a decision between the two of them. But the work starts at home with yourself. Always. You can't look to somebody else for happiness. Either relationship can work if you put the energy into it and you put the time and the effort in, and you come from a place of love rather than fear or ego. Unfortunately, most of us, when we get hurt, we shoot from fear. So we attack somebody or we accuse somebody because we're hurt or we're scared and we don't want to feel pain. It's human. That's what we do. It looks like you have a good connection with Dijon. But I think that Leroy is really going to want to work on this relationship. I don't think he's going to let you go so easy. So, keeping your options open is fine. I think that's a good thing. But I'm not convinced that, like, if you're looking for happiness somewhere, I don't think that you're going to find it in a person. And I don't think trading Leroy for Dijon is going to be the answer. You know what I mean? I do think that there's more to come with your relationship with Leroy, but you know, everything always comes back to us. So think of it like that. When something upsets you, or like, and look, we're human. Sometimes you just want to kill someone. I get it. I've done that too. But if you can stop and think for a second, okay, what is this bringing up for me? Why am I feeling like this? What is happening here? And then sometimes you can deal with it a little bit in more of a positive way than in a negative way. And it takes practice. You know, we're all wounded, every one of us. And we all come from a wounded place. And this is a shitty world with shitty people that do horrible things. But I think there's more to come from your relationship with Leroy. I really do. And I think that he's going to try to put the effort in to, you know, get things on the right track. Word girl, will I pass my LSATs in June? Yes, you will. Yes, I think you're going to do well on them. Amy, so what exactly is Noah going through Noah's mind right now after our talk on my feelings? He's unsure. He's undecided. Two of Swords in reverse. Indecision. He's also feeling a little bit unstable. I think that he feels like he doesn't know what to do, or he's not sure how to handle this. I don't know what you told him or what your relationship is with him right now, but I think he feels like you came at him with a lot and he wasn't expecting all of that. He's kind of holding himself back right now. You have good luck on your side, so I think that you're going to be all right. I think this will all work out, but I would give it a little bit of breathing room. Word girl, how does Dara feel about Sabrina, like long-term and love or temporary? All right, let's see. How does Dara feel about Sabrina? If they're thinking long-term love, it doesn't end well because the Tower is here. So it could be somewhat of a disaster. It looks like, I'm not seeing any love cards here. So there's no serious love. There's, there's not really too much that connects the two of them. It's like he's not pursuing, he's not pushing on, he's not persevering, he's not looking for the happy home, he's not looking, he doesn't have a lot of strength around him. The Ace of Swords cuts both ways, so he can kind of be like, take it or leave it. There may be a money thing around the two of them, though, because the Nine of Pentacles is here. I don't know if she has money and he's attracted to that, but it doesn't look like this is a long-term love relationship at all. Priscilla, does Spirit have any messages on my love life? Spirit messages. The Ten of Earth. A very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things. The Six of Fire. Victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. Page of Air. Logical, honest, impulsive, and curious. Challenging information, delays, or a change in plans. The truth may be delivered without tact. You woke up? Yeah. Word girl. How does Dara feel about me beating him in everything? He feels a little bit like he can't win or he can't make it to the top of the mountain, but overall he's pretty much happy for you. He's got a lot of happiness for you. So I think that he's slightly like his ego's a little bit bruised, but for the most part he's happy for you. Word girl. Why did they want to steal my paycheck? And you're sure that they stole it? I mean, that's terrible. That's really terrible. All right, assuming that they did steal it, the devil is here, okay, which would indicate it's for an earthly pleasure, which could be money. It could just be, there's money there, I'm taking it. It also could be if they dabble in some sort of drinking, drugs, any earthly pleasures, gambling like that. But basically, they took it because it was there, it was money, and they thought they could get away with it. They better not get away with it. Susie, will I see him this weekend or is he still angry? Will I see him this weekend? You want to finish off this little bit? There's just a very tiny little bit left. Want to finish it? All right. The reopening comes far before Georgia's coronavirus infection numbers indicate the White House says it should. For weeks now, my team has closely worked with the Trump administration and our I don't think he's still mad. I'm only getting a 33% chance that you're going to see him, but I don't think he's still mad. I think that that's all going to blow over. Word. Will Usman come back for me? Can you hold it? No? No, right, there you go. Yes, I do think this person's coming back. But you got to ask yourself, are these people that you want to be friends with after they stole all your money? I mean, that is a really shitty thing to do to somebody. Word girl, did Saba have miscarriages previously? Let's have a look. Yeah, I think so. 70% chance. Work girl. Will I be able to lose weight soon?
Well, the main thing is finding the supplies needed. They really didn't give us much time, and I've been trying to order supplies from before they even shut us down because I knew that
You should be successful with weight loss. Yeah.
cleaning supplies.
Yep.
Every order I placed has been
Rhonda, general
just now
for the upcoming months.
able to find a few things, and I still don't have enough.
It shows that you may be holding yourself back a little. Try to let up on those reins and kind of give yourself a little bit of breathing room. You've got good luck on your side. Somebody comes in out of the blue that you may not have been expecting to hear from. You may be a little bit undecided when this person shows up, and you may be feeling a little out of balance. This person may once have caused you heartache. They maybe even pulled a little bit of a betrayal. But you may have gotten over it, and you may be willing to talk to them. And there could be happiness if you decide to allow them back in your life. Are you done, Bubby? Word girl, does Dara think Saba and Sabrina are snakes?
Watching the news, and that's the benchmark that I was looking for us to, at the very least, have forward on our cases and starting that downward trend.
70% chance, yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he's seen there. Yeah. Nicole, can you give me a general on Jeff and Krishma? Yeah. Well, they got a little bit of a tower moment coming up for them. They may be feeling like things are stuck for them and things are not growing. Things are not transforming or moving in the right direction, and there could be a lot of arguments around them. They both come off a little bit stubborn, like neither one wants to give in. But this doesn't look like the greatest of connections. I got to tell you that. She seems to be a little bit too controlling, and I think in the beginning he was giving her the okay to be like that, but now I think he's starting to get frustrated, and I think he's trying to take back some of the control, and she doesn't like it. Rhonda, what will be the outcome with Eric and Sabrina? It looks like somebody may be feeling like things are just not working out, or that they're not meant to be, or that the timing isn't there. It also, one person may have recently been hurt, or this could be coming up. One person hurts the other, and then that person leaves. I'm not convinced that this is a long-lasting relationship. There's passion at its best. There was passion, but there's not any real love here. I'm not seeing any real love cards. And it looks like balance, like it's kind of upside down. Like there's not a lot of balance or serenity around this. It's almost like kind of boring. I'm not convinced that this is a long-lasting relationship. Word girl, does Sabrina work with Usman in his job? Are they connected at work? Are they connected at work? %70 chance they're connected at work, or they work together, or they have something to do with each other work related. Nicole, what thoughts have he had since he texted nonsense?
like to do so. Thank you both for sharing your stories. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, there's a scenario in Michigan where Governor Gretchen Whitmer has extended her stay-at-home order until May 15th, and that is not all. Two breaking news correspondents reached out.
See, he feels unlucky. Meanwhile, he did this all to himself. He feels unlucky. He feels judged. He feels out of balance. He feels a little bit heartbroken. He feels underappreciated. And on some levels, he feels like he deserves it. He feels like this is his karma that he gets. He's got a lot going on in his head. Yeah, he's not making light of this situation. He's got a lot going on in his head. Word girl. Is my boss connected to Dara or Usman or both?
In fact, along with approving bills limiting her power, today state lawmakers created a joint legislative
70% chance for Dara. Now let's see, Usman.
The legislature is the voice of the people, and the people of this state have very serious questions and concerns about how this pandemic is being handled by state officials. This all comes as Governor Whitmer has now loosened some of her stay-at-home restrictions, including highly controversial ones like closing gardening centers at big box stores and
I only get 33% chance with Usman. I think that the boss may be more connected to Dara. Susie, he wants to move in. Will it happen ever?
I'm for surgically addressing the problem with intelligence, data, and not emotion. And that's what our governor's doing. He's bringing emotion and politics into this one-size-fits-all.
Not now. I'm not seeing it anytime soon. It may take a while. Yeah. He may want to move in, but you just may not be there yet. You know, you may be feeling like this is just way too much with his, nonsense. Kimmy, I just made a list of things I'm trying to manifest. Will they come true? I think the best way to manifest things is to write it down. You're on the right track. TZ, future of my connection with Evan the Taurus. Taurus may be feeling like the timing isn't there. Judgment is in reverse. Fool is in reverse. Be careful. When the Fool shows up in reverse, it's doing something or saying something that you can't take back. And the happiness card is in reverse, which means that there's a delay when it comes to happiness around this situation. It could be up and down. It could be a real road before you get to happiness with this person. It's going to be your decision whether or not you want to stay on this path, because it could be a long and winding road. TZ, messages from Annis the Pisces to me. We're in no communication. He's got a lot going on here. He shows, first of all, there's a tower moment. Now, that could be why you guys aren't talking. There's a tower moment here, but he feels like things with you and him just haven't changed. Like either you fall back into the same old rut or you keep having the same argument. It also shows that he might be involved with somebody else. There's a third party here that's interfering. And then the devil is here. So the devil can be a couple of things. It could be that you and him only had a sexual relationship, or it could be that he has some kind of an addiction. But generally speaking, it would be like an earthly pleasure that is just what it is, an earthly pleasure. He also feels like the timing wasn't there because judgment is in reversed around him too. So he may be feeling like, I just need a break right now. The timing isn't there. I have a lot going on and I just need to take a step back. Word. Does Usman feel bad for what he did to me, and does he want to stop? He does feel bad. Yeah. Good. Sibo, where's the relationship between A and B heading? It's kind of, it could be heading for a breakup. There's arguments, there's indecision, there's anxiety. Two of Cups is in reverse. So is the Wish card. It may not be going so well. Susie, is there a third party involved? I'm worried. I'm not seeing third party. Priscilla, is Antonio using his friends to spy on me? %70 chance, yes. Allison, will Leo reach out since I said sorry? And if so, when? And what will he say? %70 chance he reaches out to you. And then he may say that he feels like you hurt him or you stabbed him in the back. But it might not happen until sometime next week. I think he may try to place the blame on you. Yeah, Mel, you can close the super chats. Thank you. Kira, what can I expect for the rest of the weekend?
Yeah, they are, and you know, with this president and that attorney general,
well, you may be feeling a little bit disconnected to your intuition, and you may also be feeling a little bit like, I don't know if you had a fight with Leroy or what, but the Lovers is in reverse, which could be a fight, and it could be like taking some time away and feeling a little bit unprepared. I don't know what went on with the two of you, but you may be discussing it, talking about it. You may get annoyed with him and ask for some space. Anjali, next 2 months reading.
We welcome immigrants to this country, but they got to be able to stand on their own 2 feet. They can't be a burden on the taxpayers. And the Supreme Court.
You got some hard work coming in. So this card could be taking a new course, learning a new skill, doing something that would help you to make more money in the future with the 8 of Pentacles. And it looks like there may be a job offer in front of you that you're not seeing yet. And you could be changing jobs coming up, making more money, making a lot more money. Life moves forward quickly over the next 2 months. I think you're putting in a lot of energy and focus into your career. Maybe a new job or a new skill, or something that you do in addition to. You know, like it could be the 8 of Pentacles could be any new skill, but I feel like it has something to do with a new job.
What do you say?
Amy,
Well, there's a lot of ignorance.
does Noah still have love for me? Also, we're exclusive with each other. What does he think of me now?
If they were right and nothing but xenophobes were supportive of this president, he wouldn't be president. Ordinary Americans supported this president and still do because he does things like this where his priority is protecting them and their families and their opportunity.
He does still have love for you. Sometimes he just thinks that you're a little bit too needy, and sometimes he just needs a little bit of space. Sometimes he feels like he just can't always be in constant conversation with you, or that he just needs a minute. And sometimes he gets a little stressed out by that. Siba, is the third party involved? Is there a third party involved with A and B's relationship?
The Washington Post in the reports of a call that reportedly you were on, Stephen Miller as well, who is known as pretty tough on immigration issues, and in his call allegedly was saying to supporters who were worried about some of this immigration stuff that it wasn't going to be just temporary, or at least it was laying the framework for something more permanent and said, listen,
I don't really think so. Not at this point. I don't think there's a third party. Or if there is, it's not enough. It's not significant enough to make a difference yet. TZ, do you see Annis ending up with me or Maggie?
Yeah, I think the characterization is really surprising for the Post, but look, it is a temporary order, but it does keep people who can come straight into the labor market out of the country for at least 60 days, and that can be extended. And Stephen made that point, I made that point.
At this point, I don't see him, I don't see him, I don't think he's going to end up with either one of you. Like, for good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's marriage coming in for him with either one of you. I think that he's going to end up going his own way eventually. I think that he's kind of in a place now where he's kind of feeling like he needs to take a break.
As the president ordered in the executive order, there's nothing secret going on here.
Daniela, financial reading.
Figure out opportunities for Americans to work and otherwise taken by immigrants who come to this country. And the immigration system is designed for the benefit of America and Americans first. And this president has said that many times.
Sword cuts both ways, so just keep that in mind. You could be making a lot more money, but also spending a lot more money. You have here a new idea or a new business or some kind of a new focus when it comes to money coming up. It's going to be profitable. It could be a new job idea, something you do in addition to, but it takes a lot of focus and it pays off. You got to wish around it. It also is something that can move forward quickly. You know, it could be the kind of thing like you start walking dogs on the weekend. You walk this guy's dog, that guy's dog, and before you know it, you're making $300-400 over the weekend. That kind of a thing comes up. Perseverant. If you're thinking about starting a new business, you're going to pursue, it's going to bring you financial stability. If you're not starting a new business, you may be getting a new job or a promotion, something that brings in more money. You got the divine here guiding you. So I'm kind of leaning towards you starting some sort of a side business that, like, you may not realize it, but it could take off. And it may also be the kind of thing that doesn't cost you anything to run and you can do it at your own leisure.
It's what we've always done. It's what we'll always do.
Rising. How just feeling about me? Is there any romantic feelings? Okay. There's romantic feelings. Feels like you're lucky, attractive, hardworking, kind, hysterical. They think you have a great personality, and that you're like you know how to get things done. Like you focus on something, you set a goal, you reach it. I finished the super chats. Let me get the moderators. I think only Mel is here tonight, right? We haven't seen Brandy in a while, right? Where's Brandy been? Mel, how is the Cancer feeling about his new relationship? Judgments in reverse, another one that may feel like the timing was poor. There's arguments around the situation, feeling like he can't exhale yet, like there's a long road ahead of him, or he's got a long way to go till he makes it to the top of the mountain. There may be some money issues too around them. 5 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles in reverse could be financial issues, financial instability. I don't think that relationship is what it's cracked up to be. I don't think that there's much happiness. I didn't see one love card there. Maybe that was a really bad decision that he did.
Is there a low ceiling on your career? Then get the Certified Management Accounting credential and raise it. The CMA certification. You've got to earn it.
All right, and so there's no other moderators, right? All right, then I am going to go. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Probably again at 5 and 9:30 again. If anything changes, I'll put it in the community thing. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. Have a great night. Thank you. Bye-bye.